Now orbiting Kadara.
You are my new best friend. Ah, Ryder. I'd like to introduce you to my new best friend. What's your name again?
Samric.
Right. Samric here's been so sympathetic about Pock being stolen. He used to run with our pal Kalinda, and he knows where her crews congregate. Safe houses, rallying points, etc.
Well, that makes Samric a truly important person.
He's having some trouble understanding that.
Look, I appreciate the drinks and the flattery and all, but Kalinda doesn't take kindly to people discussing her business interests. She busted me up pretty bad when she kicked me out of her outfit. I don't really want to repeat.
You're sitting in an open bar on Kadara Port with us. Kalinda will know, and she'll assume the worst.
Yeah, and she probably won't be satisfied the first 30 or 40 times you scream your innocence. So you might as well tell us what we want to know.
At least that way you get another free drink.
Well, shit. Guess I can't argue with that. And I am still thirsty.
Thanks, Ryder. I think he'll cooperate now. I'll know where to look for Pop soon.
Hello? Now orbiting Kadara. on course.
Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Eladeen to rendezvous with Jorgal Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
Beautiful, isn't it? I remember the first time I saw this place, I thought, wow, this is home. I wasn't the only one.
Second we're out on the
Heat levels increasing.
Get out of my face.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. You're Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Didn't know your duties reached all the way to Eladeen.
It doesn't. I'm here for personal reasons. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You'd give up your life for her?
Izzy's the only family I have. I'd do anything for her. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
Water's the most valuable commodity on Eladeen, and Annea has all of it.
If you're here for water, you'll need to speak with Annea first. You cut the deal with her, she gives you a chit, and I dispense the water. You can take your entire allotment at once or in portions. Up to you.
Where does this water come from?
I believe that's a trade secret. I don't even know where she gets it. At first I thought she traded with Kadara, but that can't be it. It's impossible for all this volume to be from Kadara.
Is all this water for sale?
Some of the supply goes to the trading post, of course, but yes, most of it's for sale. Anyone who wants water on Eladeen has to come here. There is very little elsewhere on the planet.
Seems odd to place the water tank so close to that gaping chasm.
Someone once told me Annea does it as a security measure. She empties the tanks into the gorge if anyone tries to steal the water. I've never seen it happen myself, but others have. Can you imagine? What a waste.
I'll let you get on with your work.
Have a lovely day.
Axios and his gang think they're tough. Lucky the paradise.
Those are water towers. The colony here gets all its supply from Annea.
Stop shushing me.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
Scott Ryder, Pathfinder for the Initiative. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the Initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morda's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
Drac trusts Morda, and I trust Drac.
Hearn, Morda's leading the colony for a reason. She's tough, but that's good. You're not there, Drac. Morda is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Tough bastards like you?
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morda's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morda ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
New armor, well-maintained weapons. I take it you're not one of the locals.
You've been trained to spot this.
One of the reasons Annea hired me. I know whose good side to get on.
So you work for the water merchant?
I design the filtration systems. Now I keep them from breaking down in the heat.
You're an engineer.
Of sorts. On Kadara, I designed defense systems for the settlements. Specialized in hidden traps to use in the dark. I can't continue that work here.
Why?
The sun never goes down on Eladeen. No nighttime. Just constant blazing daylight. It's why the Paradise does so well. Water isn't the only commodity. We have shade.
How'd you end up here?
Same as anyone. I was desperate. Ran up a debt on Kadara and needed to escape. I have to say life isn't bad here. I moved between the Paradise and New Tachanka, keeping the water tanks running. Sometimes I even go to the flop house to buy extra parts from the scavengers. They respect me there. Still, I miss the exciting stuff. Felt like I was making a difference when I built defense systems.
What's your boss like?
She gave me a job and a place to live. I'm grateful to her for that.
But...
She's not easy on your kind. I've seen her deny them water based on nothing but her mood. She didn't live on Kadara like I did. All she's seen is the exiles on Eladeen. It's enough to turn anyone against outsiders. But I don't like seeing people suffer, even exiles.
I should get going.
Careful out there.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
How did she know?
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the Collective is saying about you.
I take it you're a member.
I don't take sides. That way when a fight breaks out, I always win.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
You have info, I want it. Talk.
I don't know anything. I only heard her name mentioned. A group came through here to sell me that day's salvage. They said something like, Isabel's time is limited.
Is that it?
I don't get caught up in scavenger business. Bad for longevity. But if you want to find these guys, I have their nav point. Here.
You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
I plan to keep my distance.
Smart. But it's not just the gang leaders. The ones in the Paradise are dangerous too. This is supposed to be a neutral zone, but I don't trust the scavengers to follow the rules.
You said you run salvage to Kadara. How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. The charlatan takes a portion of my haul, of course. I'm still sitting pretty. Sometimes I even buy water from Annea and sell it at a premium in the flop house. It's a solid life.
If you say so. What's your take on Eladeen?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
Ever worked with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
We've met.
I'm not surprised. Reyes knows everyone. Some a little too well.
Take it easy.
Always do.
It's a fair exchange.
Why? Because you say it is?
Partly. I wouldn't be in business if I wasn't fair. If you don't think so, go trade somewhere else.
Okay.
Welcome to the Paradise.
Thanks.
So, what do you think?
What do you mean, what do I think?
I mean, look around! No guns, no blood, no violence. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Yeah, everyone's on their best behavior. Is it natural, or are they on something?
Nothing so complicated. These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eladeen.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Eladeen with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Morda and I get along well, so far.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flop House, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you.
Nice duds. Better watch your back. There's probably already a dozen people planning to kill you for them.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Just trying to help. So, what else can I do for you?
Where do you live? Where do you sleep?
There's a flop house not far from here. There's always shelter. Maybe even a bed, if someone died that day.
You know a Krogan named Strux?
Nope, but Krogan are hard to miss. Look around.
What do you do on this planet? Why are you here?
Why? Trying to find out where my claim is?
No, relax.
I do the same as anyone else here. Try not to get killed.
We're done.
Suit yourself.
Welcome. Come this way. Follow me.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
So, Eladeen. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Eladeen is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Never met someone who wore so much dead stuff.
Yeah, you have. Just not dead on the outside. Watch out for the sinkhole. Looks like a remnant structure. ahead. We should shake the outlaws loose. So, Morda's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Amazing's about right. Maybe crazy.
Here they come!
Activating automated forward station deployment.
New Tachanka coming up. That was fun.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Move along. No outsiders. He's with me. Human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too?
Shut it, Breck.
Don't make me headbutt you. I absolutely will.
Tougher than you look. All right, go ahead.
I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Life support at 100%.
Saw the worm out there again. That thing is huge.
Bigger than a threshing maw, isn't it? Make a good rite of passage. Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
Do I have to worry about it attacking?
As far as we can tell, it doesn't care about us, one way or the other. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
You were late this morning. So, you're late every morning. When you can drag a shuttle carcass here from Gehenna Valley, you can tell me when to wake up. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy? Talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I pick my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back, even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean? I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk. Pathfinder, welcome. You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child. Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
Your business won't get far if you only sell to Krogan.
He's more concerned with proving a point than growing his clientele. Good thing he has me. Now buy something. before he starts yelling again.
Got a couple of scavengers sniffing around the perimeter.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladeen all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladeen. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home, we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here, we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
I should get going.
You hear? If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises.
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. Okir's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. Okir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keefe like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keefe was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
Come on, you have nowhere to go.
Heard Sloan.
Went out hunting. If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
I'd rather stay here, thanks.
You call yourself...
I don't care if you don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Ravenor Brank? Strux sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
I work for the Initiative, and we paid your way here. You left us, so leave us alone. Any Krogan action against the Nexus will be considered a war crime, or murder.
Murder? Human, have you ever seen a Krogan stillbirth? Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon.
Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah, maybe.
You called out action against the Nexus and she said nothing.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract the fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol. Like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself. Strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What do you have against selling Rincol to humans?
Spend too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's hurt not bother you. We can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Warren and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
I'll talk to you later.
Think we'll have to go back to Annea?
back me up. The initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong, not more offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
This is a new life for the Krogan. Anything can happen.
Pathfinder's right. We're starting over. We've actually got a shot at having a kid now.
Let's continue this discussion later.
Ignore Team Rinko. My hurt's blood threshers. That's much better. Double your creds with the blood threshers? Got your winning ticket right here. So, you in?
Maybe another time.
Fine, but if you ever want the rush of victory, you come back here.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
That's Remnant. No way she can use it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me. Thanks, Frank. This time things will
Did
be
that
different.
Krogan just call me rude? Seriously? A Krogan?
I think a rude Krogan is the least of our worries.
No, I know. Let's go
Got
see
what
about
it
the
takes to
drive
be a
core.
winner? Nexus, how about you? Eladeen ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect? Throw that in the mix.
Now we're talking. Might kill us, but that sounds fun.
You're okay, Nexus.
Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters.
At least the scavengers haven't attacked us yet.
Even the most reckless. You let him ship off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
It was his choice. Now, here's a sane person who actually knows about Kadara. Let's ask him.
I can try.
He's my son, Nera. She let my only son fly to that hellhole.
If Arcal wants to be a heavy for some Kadara slime ball, he can. I wasn't gonna stop him.
He'll be treated like an expendable attack dog, and he'll die. And his death will be on your hands.
Or he's using them to make a bunch of credits so we can live easier.
He's a Krogan. You guys don't go down that easy.
You're cracking jokes. I should beat you into the dust, Nexus scum.
Hey, watch it.
You should go. I'll handle this.
But she asked me. You asked me. Sheesh.